crowd noises, and has that affected anything? Have you noticed that at all?
I mean, it doesn't affect the punters or kickers because it's going to be loud no matter what when we kick. So I think the offense is where it kind of comes into play, where they get the verbal communications, and they can't really do that, so they kind of have to rely on hand signals. So I think that helps them more than anything.
What about going into Penn State and the whiteout and all that? You go on YouTube and there's 800 million whiteout videos, and what does that do to your guys' heads, I guess?
I mean, like I said, they have a really good tradition there. They have a whiteout tradition, so I mean that's their thing, and we have to go in there and try to take them out of it pretty early. So we're going to try to start fast, and hopefully take the crowd out of it, so this is a non-factor.
Have you? One thing I think, and I don't know, have you this year? You're not trying to kill every ball. Is that kind of?
Yeah, I'm trying to use my technique more than anything. Trying to shorten my steps up, and when I shorten my steps up, I can launch the ball a little bit farther. So it more or less comes down to technique.
Is that something you discovered over the summer? Or?
No, this is something I've known, but it's more coming into light now. It doesn't matter how big of a leg you have. I'm not a very big guy, and yet the ball travels pretty far. So it really comes down to technique.
So it's like you have more of a whip than a cannon.
Yeah, it just comes down to flexibility.
Can you talk about the placement you've had? I mean, it's getting kind of weird. It's getting kind of too good, kind of weird.
We try to. And
that's something you guys emphasize in practice too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we emphasize changing field position in practice. We emphasize it in meetings. And in my opinion, I should be able to put the ball inside the 20 no matter where we are in the field, and that's kind of my goal. I want as many inside the 20s as we can because that helps our defense out. That changes field position, and it's very critical in the game itself.
How do coaches bring up those invisible yards to you? Because fans kind of lose those. Are coaches aware? I mean, how do you keep track of that? The field position, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches are definitely aware. It all shows up on paper, and you look at it after the game, and you actually see how many yards it translates into, in your favor, like net punting. So obviously it shows up huge, the next day, and then I think people start to realize that that's pretty significant.
Another thing that fans and us we lose is hang time. Do you know what yours is? I mean, do you have a goal, or have you guys been timing it?
I chart every punter in practice, every punter in the game. I try to put the ball anywhere from the 4.5 to 5 second range. If it's a pooch punt, when I'm kicking it high, I definitely want it to be 5 seconds or above. But yeah, definitely 4.5 seconds in the air, no matter where we're on the field, at least, just to let our coverage team get down there and make a tackle.
How have you been doing with that? I mean, have you been hitting that number?
Oh yeah, no, I've been hitting that number. A couple have been low. Trying to change field position and drive the ball. That's kind of what makes it difficult. You have to kick it far and high. So when I've hit low, like 4 3s, 4 2s, our coverage team's done a great job. Willie Lowe and Amarius Bavay have gotten down there and made the tackle. And I think our opponents right now, they've had 4 returns for a total of 5 yards. So that just sings praises about our gunners and how well they can get down there and how fast they are.
Thank you.